And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run. It's Lindsay. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Phillip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
5-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He was brought down there by Will Parks. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 39-yard line.
across here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And they'll try to run the option here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown,
John Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big pickup of 38. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 6. Rolling to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he stopped immediately there.
Lindsay, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the Jaguars,
Forced out to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
21 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Down at the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the
flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Philip Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Jets 34, Jaguars 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Lindsey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen we're taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Philip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
James Robinson.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And
They'll look to throw. trouble, and he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Jenkins. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it would be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Jacksonville.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
Off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Yards to go.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off from the 22. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. The 20.
You know they
he's
pay me
free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Jaguar first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
And this one's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Today's final score, Jets 61, Jaguars 21. today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, Lindsay. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Gets around him. Busts through the tackle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
The ball carrier,
Phillip Lindsay with touchdown numbers. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Lindsay on the carry.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Down Jets.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsay. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. They'll buy some time right. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Complete to number
Jamison Crowder. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll start with the option. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Airing one out for Crowder. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brought him down. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morgan airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Taco Charlton with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Morgan. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Morgan on the keeper.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. 1st down, Morgan with it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Morgan. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encourage.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Morgan looks to throw it. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
From the gun, Morgan eluding the pressure right. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Morgan off of play action. And he rifles one incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2 yards to go.
Now Morgan on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Morgan as he'll try and throw for it. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it with the 4th down play. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about